If you're finding yourself doing the same thing over and over and over again in Lightroom, you should probably use presets. I bet you already do use presets, but today I'm going to learn you a neat little trick to create small presets that can make your life so much easier by just the drag of a slider. So let's jump into Lightroom. And here we have a natural light ambient file, the base file in a bracket of 3. That later on will be blended with some flash. And as you can see, we have a lot of color cast in this one, and this will be a good image to create some of these presets on, so you can get a grip of it and just create your own. The only limit is actually your imagination. So as you can see, we have some green, we have some yellow, we have some blue that we don't want. So I will start by making a first preset. I bet you already know how to create presets, but I will create the easiest of presets. I will name this one auto, and the only thing I will do is press this one, the auto settings, and as you can see, the exposure, the contrast, and yada yada gets grayed out, and we will press create. Now we have a preset that only applies the auto settings from Lightroom. And here's the first little tip. In my opinion, Lightroom and Camera Raw usually applies a little too much vibrance and saturation for my taste, in this case at least. So the first thing I will do is I will double click the vibrance and the saturation, get them to 0. I will create another preset, and I will name this to reduce color. And I will then just check none, and the only thing I will have here selected here is the vibrance and the saturation. So what this does, it sets the vibrance and the saturation to 0. So if I do that again, I will press the auto, and as you can see, we're up to 20 on the vibrance and 6 on the saturation, and then I just click reduce color, and it reduces those two. So that's neat, but that's not the power of this. What I'm trying to say. There's quite a few ways to reduce color cast in Lightroom. You can do it by mask. You can do it by the color mixer. You can, do it in any way you want. In this case, I will start by going to the color mixer. You can manually drag the sliders, the yellows, or the orange, or the red, or whichever you want. But in this case, I will use this little thingy, this target thingy, I don't know, and go to the color I want to reduce. And I'm not afraid to go overboard on this one. So I will drag that down quite a bit. Like, let's do it like this. Minus 37 on the orange and minus 65 on the yellow. And then I will create a new preset. And I will again check none, and instead I will go to the color mixer. I can actually just click the mixer if that's so. I'm not using the point color right now, and then I will click create. So now where's the power? Oh, on title I will just rename that to 3 minus yellows. So I will get back to where I started. I will press Command Shift R to reset everything. Go back to the image straight out of camera. I will now press the auto. I will then press the reduce colors to get back to 0. Do you remember? And then in this case, I will remove some of the yellows. So I will click on yellows. And if I think that is too much, I can just use this little slider. So if I drag down the effect, you see more of the color is coming back. If I go the other way, more of it will reduce. So it's almost like a black and white image. So here's the power. Herein lies the power. You can actually just, since this preset only touches the yellows and the oranges, you can apply this whenever you want, and you can just play with the slider till you think it looks good. We will go even further. I will go back to the default. I will press auto, the reduce color. I will, in this case, instead of using the color mixer, I will use the point color. So I will go back to the color mixer and click this one, point color. I will use the eyedropper. I will go place and find the color that I want to change. And here you can see you can play with the range a bit. If you hold the option, you can see only the colors that are affected. Cool little thing. So if you can see, if I drag it down, as some of the colors in the floor is disappearing, so that's a good thing. We don't want to reduce all the colors. So I will lower the range to, yeah, say like 17. And then I will drop down the saturation on that one. Maybe even play with the luminance. I think that gives it a little way too much of an effect, so I usually don't touch that. But I will go down on the saturation. And now we can create a new one. We'll create a preset that is called 4 point yellow. And then instead of the color the mixer, I will go to 4 point color. So there you have it. So now if I go back, I will press the auto. This is just the auto. And then I will reduce color. And then I will do some yellows by the color mixer. And then I will reduce some more yellows with the point color. So a good thing with this is that you also, when you create the when you create the preset, you have to check this little one, the support amount slider, and that actually supports most of these ones. But the good thing is that when you have a few things that are affected, the effect doesn't get that obvious, because if you had like contrast and you had like some clarity and you wanted to maximize the effect, the dragging the slider up, the contrast and the clarity would also do that at the same time, so the image would look like crap. So if you're doing this in small steps, it's gonna be amazing. And you can actually just I will delete that. What you can do is that you can also, if you go back, we'll do it all again. Auto, reduce color, yellows, point yellow. Looks kind of bad actually. There you go. And if I do it like this, I can just I go back in the color mixer. I will hold option and click reset point color. I will go to the mixer, I will hold option and reset saturation, and then we will create another one, create preset, and this one will be number 5, reset point plus color, let's say. And then we just click both of them. We have the mixer and the point color, and I will create it. And we'll do it all again, the auto. You don't have to go do all the steps, but I will do it just to show you. The auto, I will reduce the color, I will reduce the yellows, and then I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to do that. So I will reset only the point color and the color mixer. So there you go. That's a good thing to have in your back pocket. You can create as many as you want, and if you see in these little sections in my Lightroom, there is quite I would not say easy way, but there's a way to categorize your presets, and if you want, I will do a video about that as well. But for this will be the thing I will focus for now. So let me know what you create. Let me know if it helped you. And remember, the only limit is your own imagination. So good luck creating these, and let me know what you did. Take care. Bye.